All right, I'm recording. All right, you guys. So the first thing we're going to talk about two things. I want to talk about number one. Well, first, I want she's going to kick off the call. Sorry, I got excited. Let me back up.
No, that's fine. Well, Sarah, I'll let you introduce yourself and tell them, but you're amazing. So I'll tell them how amazing you are because you won't. But anyway, so Sarah's awesome. She's a super Zaya rock star and mom of three, beautiful Christian woman who has graciously agreed to share some good stuff with us tonight. And just y'all are awesome. Y'all are rock stars, and I'm just so proud of you, and I enjoy this and pushing with you and just celebrating you. And so many of you have already hit your bonus this month. And there's I wrote it down a while ago. I did the numbers. Emily, Lauren, Reed, if I'm saying that right, Caitlin, Allison, Sharon, and others just 200 away, and it's only halfway through the month. So much time. It's just so much fun to do this with you. So I asked, Sarah has graciously just agreed to share some of her Zaya Magic information with us. And so I'll let you go ahead, Sarah, and take it away.
Awesome. Well, yeah, I mean, I can't tell you guys, gosh, man, she came last month and she was in tears talking about all of you guys and how stinking proud she was of this entire team. And what I think is really special is when she talks about you guys and when she talks about her goals, it's always with the heart of, I want to help them. What can I do for them? How can I help them? And I think that is so stinking awesome. And that's how you guys know you're working with a true leader. It's not about, well, what do I need to do, or what do I need to make people do, or how do I hit my goal? It's how do I help them hit their goal? And then knowing that that's, everyone's going to be elevated together, right? And so I love what Zach Bradley always says, a rising tide lifts all boats. And it's so true. And that's what Zaya is really about. And I think that's what you guys have here on this team. Alex describes you guys as the mini dream team, but you guys have that same community and culture and love and support. When you guys share the opportunity, talk about that. When I share the opportunity, one of the biggest things I lead with is the fact that when you join, you don't just get me. You get an entire community of women, this community that's going to pour into you, answer questions with you, help you with sizing. You're never going to be alone. And that's something huge. No one wants to join a business and then have someone say, peace out, good luck. They want to join a community. And more than ever, especially with what happened last year in 2020, women all over and men are looking to have a community to be a part of, you guys. So when you're sharing this opportunity, talk about this team. Talk about, when you join, you could join any rep, but why would they join you? They join you because they get all of you when they join you. Right. And that's more powerful. I preach that all the time when I'm sharing the opportunity. So I want to talk about two things tonight. I want to talk about number one, rank advancing. And really, I want this to be back and forth. When I talk about rank advancing, I really want you guys to take this time. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. There's no stupid questions. No one went to school for this. So you have to ask to learn, right? No one went through a training course, or we provide a lot of resources, but learning your back office, diving into it, there's questions. So I want to talk about rank advancing, how to do it, how to look at your numbers in your back office. And then I'm going to talk about recruiting and sponsoring, some, where your heart should be with it, where your mindset should be on it, and then some practical steps and where to start when it comes to asking people and sharing this opportunity. So number one, I just want to ask you guys, how has anyone, first off, who's brand new? Anyone brand new on here tonight? No, all right. We all seasoned reps. Okay, this is going to be even better. Any reps on the team? Whoa. All right, junior reps. Senior reps?
Me.
All right, what is everyone else?
I'm a director.
Director. Okay, awesome, Allison. I just want to know so I can actually focus on the rankings and celebrate. Director's huge. If you can get to director, you can go to the top of the company, period. And I say that all the time. Everything you did to get to director, you have to continue to do to get to the top, and it's amazing. So everything you're doing, Allison. Just keep duplicating that. Hannah, you don't mind sharing, what's your rank?
Yeah, I'm just a rep. So I've been in for a few months now.
Not just a rep, you're a rep. That's awesome. So that's okay, like those words we're gonna take right out of our vocabulary, right? Like it's not just a rep. I'm a rep for Zyactiv. Like that's amazing. Okay,
Yeah.
so the reason I asked that is anyone else a rep on the team? Okay, awesome, Lauren. That's great. See, this is good. This is good stuff. Do you guys know what it takes to get to junior rep? The numbers.
Not the numbers, no.
Okay, so I want you guys to write this down, and Alec is going to give you guys the charts. I've already sent them to her, so she can get that to all of you guys. But I want you guys to write this down for junior rep, okay? 200 PV for the month. That's easy. I think I heard most of your names have already hit the 1,000. So the 200 is, if you're trying to grow this as a business, that's already, you got this, right? So you don't even have to think about that number. Second number, 1,500 lifetime volume. Do you have it already? Do you know if you have it already? Hannah, you have it already. That's awesome. Yeah. Lauren, do you know if you have it?
Sorry, I was trying to unmute. I think you'd have to ask Alec. I think I've made it to senior rep last month, but.
Okay, senior rep. All right.
Yeah.
Lauren's a senior rep.
All right, so we're going to talk about that. So your next goal is director. So we're going to talk about that. Okay, so 1,500 lifetime. Lauren, Hannah, you already have that. You already have your 200. Don't have to worry about that. Do you have a level 1 yet?
No.
Okay, so we're going to talk about that. 600, all right? I'm going to give you some really tangible steps, who to start with, start building that list, and who to reach out to, all right? So all you really have to focus on, your fourth thing you're going to look for. So that's 4 things and this is for everyone. 4 things. You're going to look at your PV. Every level has a certain PV requirement, has a lifetime requirement, has a level 1 requirement, and then has a team volume requirement. Does anyone have questions on where to find those 4 informations in your back office?
It's just on the homepage, isn't it?
Yeah, it gets a little bit more when you start building a team. But yeah, so on your level 1, you're going to have to go into your downline. So you're going to go to actually, do you guys want me to show you on my computer screen? Would this be helpful? Yes, yay or nay? Yep. I'm doing it. All right. All right, let's do a screen. I'm going to pull up. Ooh, can you guys see it? Wait.
Not yet.
Yes.
You do see my screen.
I see it.
Okay. I'm going to pull up a new window. I'm going to show you the 4 places you can look and the easiest place to find this information. Here we go. All right, you are going to shoot over to downline. You are going to, so depending on how many people you have on your team, but you want to put like whatever the total number is on your team. Okay, I think you can only go up to 500. It doesn't really matter. Let's just say 500. Oh, this is another thing. When I was goal setting, you guys, this page size, I didn't do it for what I had. I put the number in there of what I wanted to go to, the number I wanted to reach for. So it seems simple, but this right here, the page size, this is how many people you have on a page. Go ahead and start putting 500 because your team's going to get there. Okay, you're putting it in there, you're visualizing it, you're going for it. You're going to make sure that the date is April. You're going to scroll down right over here. You can put your level 1s. Can you see my cursor? So in this area, if you have, as you're building a team, if you're trying to see exactly just your level 1s, you can put 1 and it shows you just your level 1s. But in this case, I'm going to show everything. I'm going to move our screen over here. I'm going to click run downline. And this is where you can find all the information. So you're going to see your name right here. You're going to click this little pie chart. And this you can do for yourself to find all the information and also for your downline, you guys. So if you have a team, this is something I would challenge you to do once a week for them. See where they are, see where their lifetime volume is, see where their level 1 volume is, help them get to these different ranks. Know the numbers, know the back office. So you're gonna click this little pie chart. There's gonna be a drop-down menu and you're gonna click personal volume history. And you're gonna have everything all laid out. You're gonna click the plus sign for that month that you wanna look at, and you're gonna look at 4 things, okay? You're gonna look at up here, volume 1, level 1 volume, to see if it hits the requirement that you're looking for, okay? You're gonna look at your QPV. Is it the volume that you want it to be? You're gonna look at your number 3, you're gonna look at your total downline volume. Is it the number that you want it to be? And then this is where you have to remember, lifetime volume is not labeled here. So in order for you to see it, you have to scroll all the way down. And then right here, it's not labeled, but that qualifying QV down at the bottom, that's lifetime volume. Okay, so those are the 4 things that you are looking for when you're trying to help yourself rank advance or when you're trying to help your team rank advance. So you got to know those 4 numbers. Don't get caught up in the CV, QCV, all the other numbers. Those are the 4 things that you need. Any questions on that so far?
That level 1 volume, that is all your level 1s, right?
Yeah, this is your level 1 volume. So the people that you've personally sponsored. So you're wanting to make sure that that hits one of the requirements. So like Allison, for you, you're pushing for senior director. You're going to want to make sure that your first level volume is at 2,500. Super minimal, you guys. Your team's probably very close to that, if not already there, right? So level 1 volume, 2,500. Not 25,000, like 2,500. Senior director, 500 PV, 15,000 lifetime, 2,500 level 1, 20,000 team volume. That's massive. That's amazing. All right. So I'm going to close out there. I'm going to walk you guys through. Oh man, I got to keep moving this back and forth. So your home screen too, same thing. I'm sure you guys have seen your home screen. And then I'll close this out and we'll move on. All right. It's being slow. Well, all right, it's fine. You guys have seen your home screen. So it has your lifetime volume up at the top. It shows you how many people you've sponsored that month, shows you your PV for the month. Good to go, okay? So the reason I think this is important, because when we talk about sponsoring, I want you to know why. Hey, my love. I have 3 kiddos, 12, 7, and 3. They're all sneaking on them and drive me crazy, but I love them. So I think this is important to know, like, what your numbers are, how to find the answers in your back office, and how to help your team. One of the things that I talked to a lot of the top leaders, Katie Ganderton, who's a presidential in the company, Natalie Robinson, myself, Ellie Kruger, they check their back office weekly to see where their team's at and who they can help. So if you don't have a team yet, you're checking those numbers for yourself. I want you to make it like a tradition, like either, Monday evenings or Monday night or Tuesday, whatever day you want to do it. I want you to put a date in your calendar, and I want you every single week to dedicate looking at this. Guys, this could take you 5-10 minutes, but I want you to just look at where you're at, write it down real quick, figure out how much more you need to do to hit your goal. Okay. Alex is going to get you these graphics that show you exactly what your ranks are and what you need. So junior rep, 200, 1,500 lifetime volume, 600 level 1, 600 team volume. The PV and the group volume for junior rep is a wash anyways, because if your goal is 1,000, you're going to surpass that 600 team volume. You know what I mean? That doesn't matter. So it's really 2 things that you're looking for. Senior rep, 300 PV, 3,000 lifetime volume, 1,200 first level, 2,000 team. Director, 500 PV, 10,000 lifetime, 2,000 level 1, 10,000 team volume. senior director, 500 PV, 15,000 lifetime, 2,500 level 1, 20,000 team volume. Which is incredible, right? Those are huge numbers, right? So super exciting. Anyone have questions about just the logistics, the numbers, the breakdown, where to find the information? Nope. All right, cool. So now we're going to talk about the mindset, which is my favorite part. So why are we talking about rank advancing anyways? I want you guys to ask yourself, why did you join Zaya? Why are you here? Did you join just for the discount? If so, that's okay. We're here. We're going to love you. We're going to teach you how to maximize your discount. We're going to teach you how to have fun with this group. And that's awesome. But is there a piece of you that would like to see it be something more? I ask this question all the time, and people very often are like, well, if it happened, it would be nice. And what that means is that they want it to happen, but they're scared it never will happen. Therefore, they're just stepping in back and saying, well, if it happens, I'll let it happen. No, that's what I asked you. Do you want it to happen? And if you want it to happen, are you willing to take the action steps necessary to make it happen? This business, you guys are sitting on gold. Zaya has been we've been a disruptor in the direct sales community. People that have been around for 30, 40, 50 years are looking at Zaya and like, what are you guys doing? What is happening in this company? Have you guys ever gone and done those touristy things? You take the little sifters and you go into the river and you sift for gold. Have you ever seen those? Yeah. So you do it for fun, right? The hard part isn't the sifting, right? Like that's easy. You go and you shake it, all the stuff, and you maybe find little flakes of gold. The hard part is finding where the gold is. Sifting is easy. It's just finding where the gold is, right? That's the hard part. In Zaya, you found the gold, you guys. I have never in all my time seen what's happening in Zaya in any other direct sale company. You guys are sitting on gold. All you have to do is pick up your sifter and start shaking and getting to work. The gold is right here. So get out of your mindset, get out of your head. Stop thinking, oh, one day, or oh, I'm going to put this on the back burner, or oh, like maybe, it'll be nice if I grew a team. No, do you want it or do you not want it? And this is the thing too, if you don't want it, it's also okay. If you genuinely are just here for the discount, you have no desire to help others become highly successful, you have no desire to make life-changing income, that's cool, that's fine, right? But if there's a piece of you that wants it, do the work, show up. And I'm preaching to the cream of the crop because you guys are here. That says a lot about you guys. It's a Thursday night. You could be with your family doing 100 other things and you're here on this call. So that's a win. That's a huge win tonight. You guys showed up and you're investing in yourself. So number one, know that you're sitting on gold, right? So you know the numbers to rank advance. You know why you started Zaya, right? If you don't know what your why is, write it down. Start asking yourself, why are you here? Why do you want this? And then I'm going to challenge you to write that why down and then share it with your sponsor and share it with someone that loves you. It could be your spouse, it could be your best friend, it could be your mother, but I want you to share the goal with your sponsor and with someone who cares for you. Because these two people are going to help you stay accountable to that goal. All right. Don't tell your goal to your dream stealer. They're going to keep you away from that. You're going to share it with someone you know is going to uplift you and encourage you and be on your side and help you get there. Okay. So know your why. Number 3, oh man, totally had one of those moments just out of my head. All right. So oh my gosh, why am I having this moment? Focus on your why, know why you're doing this. And then we're talking about, oh my gosh, you guys, this has never happened on a trading call before. I'm so sorry.
You said, do you want it to happen?
Yes. Do you want it to happen? Are you willing to take the action that's towards those goals? I just went blank, sorry. Wow. All right, so know your why, know why you're doing this. And then are you willing to take the action step towards it? So when you're taking the action step, that That's where you break down those numbers. You know your goal set, or you know your plan of action. If you are trying to do 2,500 a month, I call it the Zaya building blocks. I think there's 2 strong options in Zaya. Number 1, you do the Zaya building block, 2,500 in sales, 3 new reps every single month. This is what I did. People ask me all the time, Sarah, what did you do? What did you do? I'm nothing special, you guys. I'm a hot mess, clearly. I forget things. I have 3 kids. I own another business. Like, life is crazy and nonstop all the time. If I can do this, anyone can do this. But what I really did was focus on the Zaya building blocks consistently for the first 20 months of my business. 2,500, 3 new reps. I went back and I printed out, I did a training on this, printed out my entire first 20 months in the business. And out of 20 months, I maybe had 5 months I didn't hit 2,503 reps. But there was months I did more and months I did a little less. But on average, for 20 solid months, it was 2,500, 3 new reps. The reason why I focus on those numbers is every Zaya incentive is based around those numbers. So I told myself, I'm going to earn every single one of these. Number 1, to be a great leader for my team and my future team. Number 2, to paint a vision to the people who are watching me. You guys, when you earn these trips and you earn this cash and you earn these incentives and these bonuses, people see that and they want to be a part of it. And you're painting that vision for them. So go and do that. So number 1, to be an example to my team. Number 2, to be an example for my customers and people watching me. And number 3, and this isn't in any specific order, so don't judge, but also for my family, to treat them. Because when you do this business, yes, you sacrifice, but your family does too. Your family sacrifices right alongside you. That's not a bad thing, but I also want to reward them for that sacrifice too, right? So instead of me putting my daughter to bed, my husband's doing it. That's a little sacrifice my daughter's making so that I can do this business. But that's okay. She cheers me on, my son and my kids. You guys, every time there's an incentive, we pull up the YouTube videos and we look at it and we watch the videos together. So when they told us Revere Maya was going to be the trip, I got on the computer and I sat down with my family and I said, hey, Zaya's going to send us to Revere Maya in Mexico. And we watched all the cool things that we could do there. And we visualized it together. And I didn't say, Mommy's going to try to get this for us. I said, Mommy's going to work my butt off so that we can earn this trip together. And they know that the little sacrifices, there's also great gains, right? My kids, I no longer have to tell my kids, hey, you can't do this sport and this sport. You have to pick one, or you can only do this. I can say, hey, if you want to do it all season long, hey, if you want to do violin and the golf, go for it. Like we got you. And I don't have to pick and choose those things anymore. So those sacrifices that they see, they're also seeing the benefit of those sacrifices too, right? So again, I think that's so powerful to think about, like, what your goals are, what you're trying to shoot for, your rank advancement, your goals, and then also not just like keeping that victory to yourself, but posting about it. Share that with other people. You guys do such a great job celebrating. I see it on the Dream Team all the time. Like, you guys are so good at encouraging each other, celebrating one another, giving shout outs. Don't keep that just on the team. Go and tell others. Go and post it in your VIP group. Go and share that in your stories. Go and tag each other, right? Start posting about each other's wins, you guys, because that's powerful too. People are going to see, oh my gosh, they're all shouting each other out. They're all rank advancing. They're all doing these amazing things. Like, this is so cool, right? If you stay at a rep level or a junior rep level or a senior rep level for a really long time and people don't see you grow, they start to lose interest in what you're doing. But people who see you on social media, that you're, oh my gosh, every month she's growing. Every month she's adding people to her team. Every month she's doing something new. Every month their team is on fire. They're doing all these things. They want to be a part of that. People don't want to be a part of something that's stagnant. They want to be part of something with momentum. It's like FOMO, right? When you are busy in your business, you're creating FOMO for everyone that's watching you. If you stay stagnant, that's not FOMO. They don't want to be there. That's not exciting, right? Like, they want to be part of the excitement. So paint that excitement for them. Talk about each other, talk about your business, talk about your success, talk about all the things. Talk about how you feel so flipping confident in these clothes. You guys, I have a fupa. Like, I have this like solid fupa that I cannot get rid of. And I can't tell you how flipping confident I feel in these high-waisted leggings every single day. Like I get out of the shower, not so confident, put on my leggings, ooh, I'm back up excited again. So like we get to help other women feel that way, whether they're buying the product, whether they're joining the team, whether they're just cheering us on the side, like share the small and big victories that you're having in Zaya. You might not feel like promoting the junior rep is a big deal. It's a massive deal. It's a massive deal. I wish I could get you guys the numbers. They used to show us the numbers of the percentages of how many people are actually junior rep, senior rep, directors, etc. But those numbers change so quickly now, so it's harder for them to get us that info. But there's out of all the Zaya reps, there's really like this many people that actually ever get to junior rep. So if you can get there, you can get to senior rep. And if you can get to senior rep, you can get to director. And if you can get to director, you can go to the tippy top of this company. It is a journey and it is a process. You need to know your numbers. You need to help your team succeed. You need to pour into them. And you need to keep doing everything you were doing to get to director and keep going, you guys. But this opportunity in this business changes lives. And that's why you want to know your numbers. And that's why you want to focus on these rank advancements, right? There's also a cash bonus at every title. Every title you rank, you get a cash bonus, you guys. So you're here, you're on this call. Let's make some money, right? Having the community is great. And we're all here to support each other. But we get to have that and make money and change our family's life and help others on our team and our future team change their lives. One of the coolest things about the Dream Team is, and I don't know if all of you guys know this story, I should tell you guys. So when I shared this opportunity with Janae, she told me no like 4 times. Okay, so this is the tangible thing I want to teach you guys tonight when it comes to who to ask and how to ask. She was hosting a party for me. She was one of the hosts. Does everyone send your hostess that little post that says where my activewear lovers at? I was recently introduced to Zaya who wants to check out the party. Yeah, okay. So I still do that. All of my hostesses post that. Have you ever had a host that within like 5 to 10 minutes, her comment section was blowing up? If you haven't had that happen yet, it will happen. You got to book more parties. Okay. But it doesn't happen all the time. But when it does happen, this is the first time that you are going to share the opportunity with your host, not at the end of the party. It is right then and there. If you have a host and their post blows up with people saying, I want to check it out, I want to check it out, I want to check it out, then you're going to go to that host and you're going to say, hey, have you ever thought about doing this? I think you would be great. Look at all the people that want to join your party. Okay. Some people will be like, oh my gosh, yeah, this is amazing. Like, okay, tell me more about it. And I'm like, well, let's make this, instead of your host party, let's make it your launch party. And all of this could be yours. I'll run it just the same. All right, cool. Some people join right away. I have one of my biggest legs on my team, you guys, she's like, all right. And she joined right on the spot. And now there's an entire team. They do $500,000 a month. Yeah, insane. Because I just asked her, hey, do you want this to be your launch versus me making the commission? And this is the other thing I say too. I'm fine either way. You can join and this can be your launch and you can make the commission, or I'm happy to take the commission from your friends and family. Like, that's fine, right? So either way, it's a win-win for you. So don't have the mindset of like, oh, they said no. Great, you just made more money. It's fine. It's good. But if they said yes, you just got a new business builder and now you get the opportunity to help that person succeed and start their business off really, really strong, which is really cool. So that's the first place. Janae did not say yes. Janae was not that person that was like, yeah, let me do it. She was like, no, I'm super busy. I have a full-time job. I've done direct sales before. No, thank you. I'll just enjoy the free products. I said, no problem. Got you. Started her party. And again, she was just one of those hostesses, and this does not happen often for me. My average party is $200, you guys. Okay, I don't have high selling parties. But she was one of those hostesses where sales were just coming in on day one. And they were coming in pretty quickly. And I said, hey, I know you said you're super busy, but this could all be yours. I don't always have a lot of parties like this. This could be yours. I think you would be really great at this. And she said, no, I'm good. I said, okay, no problem. I'm happy to keep the commission. Keep the party going. And this is the thing too, you got to like, if people feel like you're desperate for them, they're not going to be attracted to want to join you. But if you're like, oh, it's fine, like no big deal, like I'll take the commission here, it's good. And they're going to like, okay, sure, all right. So I planted that seed twice, right? Or I planted that seed and watered it. Party continues. It's still going really, really great. I did an announcement. She hit her $1,000. And at the end, I said, hey, I know you said you're too busy. I know you said, no, this isn't for you. But before I close your party, I would hate it if I didn't at least tell you what your option was. You could actually get your starter kit for $150 off and have your 50% off items. Your friends clearly love this. I think I got like 2 or 3 rebookings from it. I said, I already got some rebookings. Those could be your rebookings. Those could be yours to help you grow your business. Are you sure you don't want to do this? You know? And she was like, all right, let's give it a shot. And now the dream team is here because of that one opportunity, right? So my 2 biggest legs on my team, it was because it was hostesses that I chatted with before their party even started. Super simple. Obviously, you can't have those conversations if you're not booking parties. That's why booking parties is so important, right? But you want to make sure that you have a full calendar. And I think, Alec, we talked about this too. The 2,500, I like to teach like reverse engineer your goals. So if that is your goal, another great goal, I skipped over it too, is 1,000 in sales and 1 year up a month. That's an awesome goal. If you can do that consistently, you are going to grow. You're just not going to build rapid momentum. You're going to build momentum and it's awesome and you're going to see success. But it's not going to be like, whoa, this is really fast. This is all happening. This is crazy. But it's going to grow. Okay. So it's up to you which pace you want to go. But if you're trying to grow a business, those are 2 really great goals to kind of think about. I'm going to talk about 2,500 though. 2,500, if you break that down by 4, that's $625 a week in sales. $625 a week in sales divided by parties, it's really just 2, maybe 3 parties. 3 parties seems like a lot in 1 week. That's fine. Put them together and do a multi-host event. Now you just had 3 hostesses and 1 party. You're done for the week, you guys. And you just had 3 hostesses. If you don't, let's say, like I've had weeks where I've done parties or I was low on a party or someone bailed on a party or whatever. Then I go to my VIP group and I work and I follow up and I send out messages to hit my 625 or at least shoot to hit my 625. Okay. So that is my goal, to hit 625 each and every week. If you break it down weekly, 2,500 isn't that scary. Right? And if you can get disciplined and teach yourself how to do that, and you're doing that consistently, now you can teach your team how to do that consistently. That's where the magic happens, right? Like when you're leading by example and then you're teaching your team to duplicate, that's when the magic happens, right? So it's just like direct sale. I mean, it's just like, it's just like real estate. In real estate, you can make money helping people buy and sell homes, or you can get your broker's license and build a team and make money helping people learn how to help people buy and sell homes, right? So in Zaya, we can make money helping people feel freaking awesome and fantastic and fabulous in their activewear. And we can make money building a team, teaching people how to help people look living fantastic in their activewear, right? So it's your choice. A lot of realtors will forever, they'll never get their broker's license and they're happy just making that transactional sale. The only bad thing about this option is that it never becomes passive. And the day you stop working is the day you stop making income. I don't know about you guys, but if I'm going to put time and energy into something, I want to create something that can be passive. I want something that can turn into a legacy and be left to my family. I don't know if you guys know this, but Zaya is willable. God forbid something happens to you, you can will your paychecks to your family. That's amazing. How many jobs and opportunities can you do that? So you're going to put in the same amount of work, maybe a little less over here, but I'm going to put in more work, more time and energy helping others and focus on them and myself in my personal sales. So I can focus on passive income. And that's why rank advancing is so important. That's why you really want to know your numbers, go through your back office, be able to break down these numbers. Don't just lean on your sponsor to get these numbers to you. Take that ownership. You guys, I'm so grateful for my sponsor, but when she joined, she knew nothing about the comp plan. Like I would ask questions like, I don't know. I had to call Zach Bradley and he barely understood the comp plan at the time. So I had to talk to Jeremiah to break down that comp plan. I took ownership. I did not wait. That's the point. I did not sit back and wait for someone to tell me how to do it. I didn't sit back and wait for a sponsor be like, well, I don't know how to do it, so I'm just going to wing it. Like, no, I wanted to know what I needed to shoot for. I wanted to understand the comp plan and I wanted to know what I needed to go for. So I took that action and that ownership to hit my goals because I knew why I was here. So it comes back to that why. Why are you here? So any questions so far, you guys? Okay, any questions on like transactional sales versus like creating passive income, the benefits of it? All right, cool. So the other thing is a lot of times people are like, oh, well, I just feel icky. Like I feel weird making money off of my team. I feel like it's like a pyramid thing. And I always tell people we're actually more like a rectangle. If you think about it, you can surpass anyone. That's not a pyramid. That's like this. That's like a, I don't know, what do you call those when those little squares used to stack in school? What are those called? I don't like crap, right? Like anyone could go at any level. So you're on an even playing field. If you think about any corporate organization, there's one CEO at the top, you have your vice president or your whatever president, vice president, and then you have all your people and it funnels down. The difference is the people who are here, the chances of them becoming a CEO of the company are slim to none. The chances of you going to the top of the company, very high. Gosh, you guys, if I can do it, anyone can do it. Janae did it, working a full-time job, right? Top 2% of the company, paid off $100,000 in debt, was able to pay for medical expenses when she had a ton of pain in her back because of this business, you guys. She thought she would never be able to leave her job. And now she's thinking, okay, maybe I can. If I put in a little bit more time and effort in this, like I can step away from my full-time job that's driving her crazy. You guys, that's what you have sitting here. If you love your job and you love what you do, the best thing is you don't have to quit that. But now you've created something where you have more choices and more possibilities and more opportunities. I have one of the reps on my team who during COVID went for a load, and she never wanted to quit her job when I first met her. And when COVID happened, it kind of forced her to jump into her business. And now she's like, I love working for myself. And Zaya has taught me in this time that I want to work for myself. I want to do this. And now she doesn't have to go back and take the hours that they've offered her. Now, because she's worked her business, she can say, I have more choices and opportunities now. I could go back, but I don't have to go back. So that's what Zaya offers, not just you, but every single person you share this opportunity with. So I want to ask you guys a question. Are you grateful someone shared the opportunity with you? Just getting some gentle head nods. All right, all right. Yes, there's someone unmuted. Take it. So if you're grateful someone took the time to share this opportunity with you, why are you keeping it to yourself? If you're happy you're here, don't keep it. It's like a dirty little secret sometimes. We're like, oh, I'm just gonna keep this little thing in myself. No. Like this is something to be proud of and excited about. It's like watching a great movie. You go to the movie theater. If you go to the movies and you watch an amazing movie, you're not shy about telling everyone about it. You're like, oh man, that movie was so good. You should go see it. But then when it comes to our business and it's going great and we're super excited, we get weird about it. We're like, yeah, it's doing super good, but I don't want to tell you about it because that makes you uncomfortable, right? Be proud of this. This team is on fire. Alec, what'd you guys do last month? What'd you end the month at?
46,500.
You guys, this team, $46,000 in sales in 1 month. That's crazy, right?
They're awesome.
And it's so awesome. And the cool thing about the fact that the team did that, that means everyone in the team was seeing success, right? We're getting new rank advancements. We're seeing new directors pop up, new junior reps, new senior reps. You want to go through your back office, look at those titles and see if you have a team and it's a bunch of reps, you know your focal point is to help them rank advance. That's the focus, right? You want to see on your team junior reps, senior reps, directors, senior directors, executives, and so on. If you're not seeing that, then you need to take a step back and say, okay, what can I do as their leader to help them? Most people are not going to look at their back office and look at their numbers. That's why you guys are on this call, taking that ownership, know the numbers, know how to look at the back office, teach your team how to do it. If they're not going to do it in the beginning, do it for them short term. I still send my level ones a breakdown twice a month. If they have volume, if they have no volume, I'm not doing this for them, all right? Because it takes time. But if they have any sort of volume in their back office, first week of the month and the last week of the month, what I will do is I will highlight those 4 things we talked about: lifetime volume, PV, total downline, and level 1 volume. And I will email it to them and show them where they're at and how much more they need to do. I have, I think, 67 people in my level 1. So if I can do it for them, everyone can do it, right? Like we can do this for our team because it makes a difference. And it also helps them realize, oh, I didn't know that. Like, oh, thanks. Like, thanks for telling me. Like, okay, I can do an extra 200. That's the other thing that I do is at the end of at the last week of the month, probably 5-7 days before the end of the month, I'm going through my entire downline. I'm sorry, my entire level 1, not my entire downline, my entire level 1. And I'm looking, okay, this person has $150 in sales. I am emailing them and letting them know they're $50 away from collecting a paycheck. I see this happen all the time. People miss out on getting paid by like this much, or they miss getting a free website by this much, or they miss out on getting their 8% bonus by this much, right? Or a trip or a whatever. So every time you see someone that's really, really close, make sure you're emailing them and say, hey girl, I was just running through your numbers. I saw that you're only $50 away from collecting a paycheck. I just didn't want you to miss out. Because this is where it gets kind of uncomfortable too, right? People are like, oh, I don't want to like make them feel like I'm telling them what to do, or I don't want to be their boss. No, you're not their boss. We're not supposed to be their boss, but we are here supposed to help. And most people just don't know. I can't tell you how many of my reps have come to me and be like, wow, thank you so much for not letting me miss out. I've had people miss out by almost $2. You guys, $198. I'm like, just put a hat in. Just get a hat, get a visor, do something. Get some socks. Everyone needs socks because I don't want people to miss out. So if you think about it, if you're constantly doing that and your team, as it grows and you're helping everyone just do a little bit more, that starts to make a huge impact across your entire team, right? So it helps them and it helps you. So that's why we're here talking about numbers and breaking things down. So tangible thing, like I said, start with your hostesses. Those are great people to share the opportunity with. Anyone who is, you want to come sit with me? Every night she wants to sit with me on my late calls. Don't stick your face in front of the camera, okay? Do you love Zaya? No, she always says no when I ask that question every single time. Well, she doesn't lie. So anyways, so knowing your numbers and breaking that down is super important. Anyway, tangible stuff, like I said, start with your hostesses and share this opportunity with them. Who has bookings already? Does anyone have bookings? Yeah, all right, cool. So that should get you guys excited. Have you guys already started like sharing that post? Has anyone just recently shared all right, Allison, I want you to go and try it tonight. They posted it, I want you to go in and try it. If they don't have a lot of people, encourage them to tag some friends. Sometimes people just don't, and so I always tell them, hey, tag 5 or 6 of your friends who are super into fitness, and then type, hey, I'm tagging you because I know you love fitness. Let me know if you want to check it out. So that's not just like a random tag, but they're actually telling them why they're tagging them. Okay, if you need like a little boost. And a massive like comment, like if it's 6 or 7 people, that's good. Right now, if it's 2 or 3, then that's a little harder to pitch. But if it's like 5, 6, 7 or more, I would be saying, hey, do you want to turn this into your launch? This could be yours. They're your friends, your family, you might as well benefit. So starting with your hostesses, number 1. Number 2, go to your past hostesses. Look through your back office. Who are those people who had rock solid parties with you? And just say, hey girl, I was thinking about you. I know you had that killer party way back when. Okay, I'm gonna give you a little tip. If someone from her party shops from you for the second time, this is something that I do too. Let's say I have a host, she had a killer party. I have now a repeat customer from her party. I will reach out to my host and say, hey, remember way back when you had that super killer party? I met your friend Susie. Susie's been ordering from me pretty consistently. And I was just thinking, have you ever thought about doing something like this? I think you would be really great. You already have a group of people, or you already have a customer that would be great for you. Yes, I always take the people who are someone else's friends and I give them back to them. Like I'm like, no, you go shop from them. I think a lot of people struggle with this because they're like, ooh, but I'm missing out on a sale. And I'm like, no, the little bit of commission that you're making from that one person is so little compared to the team and the massive leg that you're helping someone else build. So you're not losing anything, you're gaining something, right? And if that person quits, that other person will come right back to you as a customer. So it's all good either way, right? But I always want to empower the people that are joining my team and painting that vision. Hey, you already, and that's another reason why I think my sales don't increasingly get higher, because the more I build my business, the more customers I'm actually losing. Because I've met a group of people from this gym and now I'm funneling them all to this other person that I met from that gym. Or I met this group of people from church and now I'm funneling those people from church to this person, right? So like that's kind of how, and I've always said, if you're a leader, if you're growing a team, if you're growing a business, don't be afraid to work hard. People tell me all the time, she's fine right now. You're fine right now, right? You're being a good girl, okay. I tell leaders all the time, and a leader is a junior rep, and a leader is anyone with a team, okay? If you have a team, don't be afraid to work hard. Don't be afraid to lose 1 or 2 or huge, guys, I have so many customers that I have quote unquote not lost, but sent to other people in my downline. I'm not afraid of that. I'm not afraid of that right now commission because I'm not focused on building a transactional business. I'm focused on building a passive income business. A business that's going to give me time and freedom with my family, right? So you really got to have the right mindset when it comes to sponsoring and all of those things. Like I said, what, my love? You want to, okay, well, you got to go. Why don't you go tell daddy real quick? All right, go show him and go tell him. If you're struggling with sponsoring, you got to check your mindset, you guys. It is not about you. It is about that person. It is about their desires, their wants, their needs. If you think about it, and if you really listen to people, every single day, someone is telling you why they need Zaya in their life. It could be a friend that's coming to you because they're having marital problems and they're so stressed and unhappy. This is a great thing for someone to do that can distract them from some of that, to give them a break from that, to have a community, a positive space to be in front of when life is a little bit crazy in their personal life, right? When someone comes to you and says they hate their job, this is a great solution to their problem. When people are coming to you, like moms, you guys, if you have moms that come to you and just like, man, I feel like just that like they've lost themselves. That was a huge part of my story. For 3 years, I was Jared's mom or Bonham's wife because my husband was Navy. For 3 years, I wasn't called by my name. And I lost who I was until I found direct sales. And it's made me a better mom, a better wife, a better friend, a better everything because of this industry. And I am so grateful for that. I am so grateful for the person who originally introduced me to this industry because it's changed my life and it's changed who I am. And we now get to offer this gift and this opportunity to others, right? So because of this industry, I found who I was again, but I still got to be the mom that I needed to be. My husband wasn't home. Not only was he not home, but he was gone. For the first 10 years of our marriage, we only spent less than 5 years together. So we had to have a present person home for our kids. It just wasn't an option for me to go to work and not have that. He was in and out all the time. And so but that also was never my dream. That wasn't in my heart of hearts to be a stay-at-home mom. I wanted to provide. I wanted something of my own. And this industry gave that back to me, right? So think about the people in your life that have been screaming about something that's painful or hard. Maybe they don't have a community. Maybe they don't have friends. You guys, we have attorneys on this team who have joined because they just want a community of women to do life with. Don't prejudge people. Don't decide for them that they're not going to be good enough or that they're too busy for Alex is a great example of this, right? Janae is a great example of that. I could have prejudged and said, no, Janae's too busy. She told me she was too busy. She's got a full-time job, 3 kids, like life is crazy. I'm not going to ask her. But I promise you guys, she is so grateful for this opportunity. So who are you holding this gift away from? Who are you keeping this from? Is there someone who came into your heart while we've been talking? Is there someone who kind of came into your mind? All right, you got to go see Daddy. You got to go. She grabbed my legs for her legs. She curled underneath them. You gotta be quiet though, okay? If someone came into your heart while we've been talking, if just a flicker, even for 1 second, don't talk yourself out of not reaching out to them. Or don't talk yourself out of, not reaching out to them. Just text them and say, hey, I was thinking about you. And I've even started phone calls or text messages and said, hey, I was thinking about you. I don't really know why you popped into my heart, but I'm thinking about you today. Just that. And just organically see where the conversation goes. Right? If someone came into your heart and someone came into your mind, it was for a purpose and a reason. Don't ignore it. I will be driving down the road and someone from years ago will just pop into my mind. And I'm like, oh, that's random. Like, why did that person pop into my mind? And I've really challenged myself not to ignore those feelings. I think God gave women a really strong intuition. And I don't think we should ignore them, right? We don't know why that person popped into her or why we're thinking about that person. And it might not be Zaya related. Maybe she just needed someone to reach out to her. Maybe you needed her for a certain reason, right? But regardless, it can open up doors and powerful conversations. So if you are struggling with sponsoring, you got to ask yourself, are you making it about you or are you making it about them? Because if you make it about them, sponsoring no longer becomes weird and uncomfortable because you're coming at it with a servant abundant heart versus like, oh, this is going to help me. This is my business and me, and I'm trying to earn this trip, right? No, it's like, what are your goals? Why are you here? Why do you want this? I'm here to serve you. And that's what a leader in Zaya is. Again, even if you have one person on your team, it is not their job to work hard so that you benefit. It is your job to serve them so that they benefit. Right? And that's the perspective and mindset that I think that leaders have to have in this business. We are a team. We, all of us together, collectively helping each other, supporting one another, uplifting each other, answering each other's questions. That is how everyone rises to the top. You're not rising alone. It's not one person going to the top. We're all going, whoever wants to come. And we're going to do it together. The other great thing is, you guys, not only do you build lifelong relationships, but when you do this business, your kids start to do and get to meet people. You get to travel to the same place every single year. My kids look forward to Zaya trips because they now have Zaya friends that they get to see on these trips. And that's amazing, right? How fun is that? Friends that like we will have for the rest of our lives, with or without this business. And we would have never met them if it wasn't for this opportunity. So I always tell people, if you're feeling uncomfortable about sharing, check your heart, check your mindset, check your belief. You know, is it, I don't believe that this opportunity is real. I don't Like, what is it? Is it a person holding you back? Is it your own fears and hesitations holding you back? Like, what is it that's keeping you from sharing this amazing opportunity? We all know the clothes are great. That's like we don't even talk about that. Like, we all know that's fantastic, right? But do you feel the same passion and excitement about the opportunity? If you want to get to the top of the company, you got to have both. You got to have the passion and excitement for the clothes, but just as much as you love the clothes, you got to love the opportunity too, right? And if you share both of those together, you're going to find awesome, massive success in this company. So I want to open it up real quick to you guys. I'll let you go. I know it's late, but what do you guys, is there any questions? What are you struggling with? Is it fear? Is it mindset? Is it belief? Is it just being uncomfortable, not wanting to be a salesperson? What is it that's holding you back? And if you don't want to answer, it's okay. I don't want to call you guys out, but.
I think it can be, like personally, I ask every hostess, you know, I liked your verbiage that you shared. So that was a really good idea, about, especially when people commenting, commenting and asking them, like starting from the beginning. But I think, you know, you like ask every hostess, and a lot of hostesses, especially recently, you know, they just say, oh, I'll think about it, you know, don't say no. So I think you could get discouraged. You can say, well, I'm supposed to get a yes, and I've asked 20 hostesses and gotten 20 no's. So I think that comes in commonly to play. I mean, you never know where the next, you know, success is coming from or whatnot, but, you know, easily, I think you could get caught up in that, like saying the same thing and, well, you know, am I supposed to say the same thing? Am I saying it wrong? Am I doing it wrong? Because I'm asking, she told me to ask, I'm asking, and then kind of get in that pattern.
So I love that you shared that. I always say, like, and I think Alex, you and I talked about this, but I always use like the deck of cards analogy. In a deck of cards, 52 cards, you only have 4 aces. You're only gonna have a handful of rockstar hostesses, a handful of rockstar customers, a handful of rockstar team members, right? And some people, and I will never say this business is luck, it's good old-fashioned hard work, but there are pieces of luck in there. Like when you find those rock stars. Some people find those rock stars, you know, at the very beginning of their business. Some find it in the middle, some find it at the very end. But it's not a matter of if you find success, it's a matter of when. We are all one good party and one good rep from our businesses exploding. So are you gonna quit before you get through your deck? You know, the only way you fail is if you walk away. And I always use the farmer analogy too, you guys. Like farming, this is very similar to farming. Farmers go out, they do all the hard work ahead of time. They plant the seed, they make sure the ground is all good. I'm not a farmer, but they do all the work, right? They're doing all the things ahead of time. You quitting your business is like a farmer doing all the work, planting all the seeds, watering, fertilizing, everything, and then walking away before the harvest. Well, that's a lot of work. I have nothing to show for it. I'm done. That's crazy. You would never walk away from the harvest. When you quit in direct sales, and the only way that you fail is by quitting, right? Is by walking away, by making a decision that I am done and I am choosing to walk away from this. You don't fail in this. You either win or you learn, period. And I tell my kids that all the time, you guys. I was like, well, today you didn't win, but you learned a lesson. And we talk about what that looks like. What was that lesson you learned? So every time you get a no, first off, that means more commission in your pocket. So not a bad thing. So we got to stop, having that mindset of, ooh, this is a bad thing. This is something wrong. I'm doing something wrong. No, that person is meant to, whoa, don't do that. This person's meant to be your customer and you need customers and you want customers. That's a good thing, right? Don't walk away from your harvest. Don't do that, baby. Okay.
Very good.
Yeah, don't walk away from the harvest, you guys. It's there. Did you know one of the number one reasons people don't like supporting someone in direct sales is because they are worried they're going to fall in love with a product, the rep is going to quit, and now they no longer have access to that product. I hear it all the time. People are scared that reps are going to hop around from industry to industry, business to business. They're going to do this for a little bit. They're going to do that for a little bit. You build long, loyal customers because you stay committed to something. And you build that know you, like you, trust you factor. And then they trust that you're going to be here for them. And that if there's a problem, you're going to be able to help them as a customer, as a, you know, their rep. So let your customers know you're not going anywhere. You are here to serve them and help them. Right? That was great that you brought that up though. Like, I get it. Like, we can all get in our own heads and our, you know, have that head garbage talking to ourselves. Anything else that you guys are really struggling with? And again, if you guys need to go, you can, I know it's late, so if anyone needs to go, you're welcome to pop up. But I do want to make sure I answer anyone's question that has any. She doesn't go to sleep unless I sleep, which is really funny. She's my little night owl. All my kids are sleeping, but not you. No.
Oh, she's sweet.
She is a sweet girl.
Thank you for the verbiage and just the information. You know, it's like putting action examples, you know, not knowing where to start sometimes is the hardest battle, or saying, I don't even know, I don't know where to go. I don't know how to even do this. So, but I think that what you laid out was, you know, simple, easy, to the point, and just getting, you know, just getting in the habit of doing it. And it definitely gets easier, but, you know, nobody wants to be told no or mess up or feel like they didn't do something right. But those are good examples. So I think that's helpful.
Yeah. I don't think it's just a numbers game. You know, it really is. And that's why I always say you've got to have a full calendar. If you went to a doctor's office and they turn on the receptionist turn on that, you know, computer screen, and you were the only patient in their schedule, they wouldn't have a practice. And we're no different. If you don't have activity in your calendar, you don't have a business. You have a hobby. And what do you do with hobbies? You spend money with hobbies. You don't make money with hobbies, right? If you treat this like a business, then you'll make money like a business. You were being a goober. So her sippy cup is making silly noises when she starts making the bubble noises. So yeah, I always tell people, like, if you want this to be a business, you got to work it like a business. And that means having activity. And activity doesn't mean just Facebook parties. I feel like this last year, we have all been like tunnel visioned into like Facebook. But things are opening up again, you guys. Challenge yourself. Honey bunny, stop that. Challenge yourself. Hang on one second. All right, getting too much. If you, what did I just say?
Challenge yourself to get out of Facebook, or challenge yourself.
Yeah, things are opening back up. So think about, where do you live? What can you do? Drop off bags were amazing. Gym pop-ups was the #1 way I grew my business when I was first getting started, you guys. Gyms love having you. If you are tired of getting Facebook no's, book some gym pop-ups. Those are easy yeses. Farmer markets, easy yes. Vendor events, easy yes. Vegan festival, all of these things are slowly starting to come back. Yoga retreats. There's a huge, one of the girls on my team, she's an executive, pushing for Zaya executive, almost top 2% of the company, right? She grew her business with all yeses, because she grew them with fitness expos. She went to these expos and did these 3-day events, and not everyone can do those. But focus on what you can do. Challenge yourself to step away from that Facebook life and start getting yourself in front of new people. The other great thing about getting yourself into these other groups is that you are completely growing your business outside of your friends and family circle. I did not want to make money off of my friends and family. So doing the gym events, the gym pop-ups, were amazing. And if you want to reach out to me personally, I'd be happy to tell you how simple they are to book. They're so simple to book. The expos are even easier. You just got to find them, submit an email, say you want to be there, and you're there. They want you. So if you need a few wins in your life, go book some of those. One-on-ones are really powerful. Having someone over, doing a little play date, letting your kids play outside together or wherever, and then moms can, take a look at your rack and what you've got and look at the website together. Muffin and mimosa mornings with a few moms. Maybe a masseuse, maybe someone who has a traveling chair massage business. Have them come over. Have your friends say, hey, my friend's doing these quick 15-minute massages. Come over, book a spot, let her charge whatever she's going to charge. But while they're waiting to get their massages, you have your rack of clothes. I'm going to a massage party. That's why I brought that up. I actually have one tomorrow where there's going to be a girl. She's bringing her table. We booked. Whoever wanted to is coming over and they booked their times for their massages. So I will have my table and rack set up for the girls in between massages. And so that sounds us. Like, why not? So have fun with this, you guys. Think about who are those other people in your life. There's so many ways to grow this business. So if you need a win, get outside of Facebook, book something new. That's still activity in your calendar. Any questions, you guys? I gotta let you go. I feel so bad. We're like way past time. I'm so sorry.
Thank you so much, Sarah, for the information and for taking time just to teach, and everybody on the scene. Like, these ladies are awesome. They all have different backgrounds and talents and everything. They're all just amazing in their way.
I love it. Where are you guys all from? Where's everyone from?
All of us on the call are in North Carolina. We're all in the Charlotte-ish area.
How's that area? You guys like opening things back up again? Gyms back open?
Allison, I don't know what's going on with the gyms.
I mean, we have to wear masks, but it's open.
Okay.
They've been open, yeah.
So gyms are open again. A lot of gyms are doing like grand reopenings. So if you see, guys, go on Instagram, go on Google, look up all the local gyms in your area, especially the boutique ones. Go on Instagram, follow them, like them. If you see them promoting an event, so easy. Just DM them and say, hey, I saw your post that you're doing a grand reopening. I'd love to be a part of it. I run an online activewear shop. I'd love to set up a little table or a small, sample rack of clothes. And you can even say, I'll bring a case of water for your people. I like to bring like a basket of like nutrition bars or some water or fresh fruit or something, so that like when people are done working out, they can just grab something healthy after their workouts or whatever. So
That's cool.
easy win. Easy win. Easy yes.
Very good.
All right, you guys. Well, I'll record this and I will send this over to you guys. Have a great night. And I'm sorry we went past.
Thanks, Sarah.
All right.
Thank you.
Have a good night. Bye.
Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank